Hiya.
Hello.
I'm Paul.
Paul. Jen.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, you too.
How you feeling?
I'm good, good. A little tired. Yeah.
You feel lucky?
Not really, no.
Okay, it's funny because it has been the luckiest day of your life.
Okay.
You've won a massive amount of money.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you need someone to help you collect it.
Okay.
This is a version of one of the oldest scams in the book. It's usually played today with emails, maybe with scam mail that comes through the door, but we're going to do it old school style, person to person. What do you think?
I'm up for it.
All right, we're going to find out.
Jennifer will need all that enthusiasm and more as she goes undercover in The Syndicate. A smart city hotel is the scene of crime today. These young ladies enter the foyer, minding their own business. One of them has just become the mark. There's a business conference happening in the hotel, and here come a couple of delegates. It's Jess and Jennifer, moving in for the hit. The first stage of the scam is going to draw a bit of attention, because these smartly dressed business ladies are about to have a right old Barney.
You've cost us, not hundreds, but thousands. You know that, don't you?
It's not doing the right thing, not by writing
Shut
my
up,
name.
stop crying, goodness sake.
I thought we'd do the right thing.
It sounds like Jennifer has done something very stupid, which has cost Jess a lot of money.
Do you know what really them is that the people in there, they're not even giving you a hard time about it because they know that you're just going to stop crying. I actually don't care if you cry or not though, because you need to be told what you've done is wrong.
Well, they understand it's a simple mistake.
It's not a simple mistake. Stop crying.
The mark hasn't recognised Jennifer. So far, so good. But she's certainly noticed the noisy squabbling.
It wasn't actually your ticket, so why would you even put your name in?
Because they give it to me and I saw they said write your name on it, so I just wrote it.
The scene is also drawing attention from the hotel staff.
Hi there, ladies. Everything okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
In fact, it's new hustler, Polly.
Hi there, you okay?
She's here to strike up a conversation with the mark.
I'm the customer relations manager here. So if you've got any problems or you want any help with anything, don't hesitate to call me. Sorry, what was your name?
Gemma.
Gemma? Kramer. I'll just get my card for you, okay?
The fake customer service manager heads off, with the argument still raging behind her.
Seriously, it's like butter wouldn't melt with you all the time. And I'm the only one who actually knows what you like. As to why have you even given it to her to look after in the first place?
Time for Alex to join the girls. He's also playing a convention goer.
Do you know what? Don't even come and speak to me for the rest of the day, actually.
Hey.
I can't believe she's been like that about it.
So sorry. Listen, she'll be fine. She'll just calm down. She's just all a bit excited, isn't it?
Everyone's been so understanding, but you don't get it. I didn't write it intentionally.
I know.
It's making me feel proper anxious of me, and she's embarrassed me, man, in front of everyone.
This is just being stupid because you were trying to help.
As Alex tries to console Jennifer, Polly returns.
So you can't.
Hi there, is everything okay here?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's just a bit. That's fine. Thank
Miss
you.
Kramer, here's your card. If you want anything, and I'll sort it out for you, okay? Enjoy your day.
That lady's name
Enjoy
is...
your day.
Thank you. That lady's name is Kramer. Excuse me, sorry, did I hear right? Is your name Kramer? Yeah. What's your first name?
Alex has overheard the mark's name and suddenly has a light bulb moment.
Look, if her name is Kramer, you're Gabby Kramer. So if you got somebody with the same initial and somebody with the same name.
That'd be amazing.
Sorry, excuse me. I know this sounds a bit outlandish, but we need somebody who's got the same name and initial as her, with G. Kramer. Do you spell your name that way as well? Yeah? I was just wanted to ask you. Basically, what's happened is we all work in the restaurant trade, but their restaurant have got a little lottery syndicate all together, and they buy a ticket every week. You know, she looks after it. And she wrote her name on it because I think the lottery say that you should write your name on the back of it because if it's winning, then nobody else can take it off you. They were going to go and cash it, but then they realised that Gabby was out of the country when the ticket was bought. So she's not allowed to cash it. I didn't know that, I just found out.
So here's the story. They're in a work lottery syndicate and have won a lot of money. But Gabby Kramer here has only gone and written her name on the back of the ticket. But she was abroad at the time, and you have to be in the country when the purchase takes place. So now she can't claim the winnings.
Well, the tickets won quite a lot of money. That's why the girl was giving her. Because basically they found out that the other 5 people, they found out that they've won tens of thousands and they can't cash it.
By a miraculous coincidence, the mark has exactly the same family name and initial. Of course, this is no coincidence at all.
Hi there, you okay?
Customer service manager Polly only introduced herself to the mark in order to find out her name.
Sorry, what was your name?
Gemma.
Gemma?
Kramer.
Kramer, oh, lovely to meet you.
Behind the scenes, she then printed out a badge with the same name and initial. When she returned to the foyer, she slipped the badge to Jennifer.
Is everything okay here?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Whilst Polly handed over her business card, the badge came out, turning Jennifer into Gabby Kramer. Alex wants to persuade the mark to collect the winnings, using her name, G. Kramer.
What I was going to ask you is, apparently all you need to do is go to the to a newsagent, you give the ticket, and they give you a certificate that you've won, and then they send you the cheque. If you could basically get the ticket, go to the newsagent and get the certificate, that's all we need. I'm sure you'll give, I mean, thousands of pounds. Her boss, he owns a restaurant in Mayfair, and he's part of the syndicate. I'm sure he will take care of you. I mean, like, if they pay you 500 quid or something, see, without someone like you, they'd get nothing. Would you be able to do that?
I'd be so happy.
500 quid for doing almost nothing? Who could resist?
I tell you what, I'll give you, have you got a pen? Have you got a paper? I'll give you this address and come to the restaurant.
The mark agrees to meet Alex and the rest of the syndicate at their restaurant later this afternoon.
We'll be there, so we'll see you later. So, okay, I'll give you a call if anything changes.
But she's going to find out that Lady Luck isn't on her side today.
It's not that I don't trust you, I just don't know you. I'm sorry, I really am. When was the last time you bought a guy a drink?
Never.
Okay, this will be the first time. Have you ever bought a guy a drink? You've never bought a guy a drink in your whole life? Tonight, either I'm going to buy you all drinks, or you all have to buy me a drink. Fair enough?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Got a little challenge. Okay. It uses 3 matches. Okay, take that. And snap it off so you've got a tiny, tiny little bit of wood left. Just about that. There's 1, there's 2, and 1 more. Okay. So, we have to make them float in the bottle at this level here, more or less. First of all, I want to mark the level so we know exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so, right about there, would you say that's about right? Yeah? Of course, if we just drop them in, they'll float at that level. So to make it even more difficult, we'll top it up. As you can see, this is going to make things a little bit more difficult, but there are a couple of rules. First of all, you can't lift the bottle off the table, and you can't tilt it, and you can't remove any water at all.
So, to win a drink, Paul's friends need to make 3 broken match heads float level with the line on the bottle. Either all together or one at a time. But they can't remove any water or tilt the bottle.
I was going to cover the top and then, like, put it to the side. Would that not work?
Not really, because then they'd be floating at this level.
Yeah, you're right.
You couldn't like put your hand over it and then turn it?
No, then it wouldn't be upright, and you'd probably spill some.
Oh, it's going to be so easy when we find out the answer. I just don't see any possible way of doing that without taking the water out, and you're not allowed to tip the bottle.
Nope.
Okay, let's see you do it then.
Ready?
Yep.
Press. Oh no. There they all go. Now there's 1 at that level. Wow. There's 2 at that level.
Yeah.
And there's 3 at that level.
Paul filled the bottle right up to the very top. He then pushed down on the liquid using the palm of his hand. This changed the water pressure, allowing him to make the matchsticks float at any height in the bottle. Each one required a slightly different pressure to hit the winning line.
So, that'll be 3 martinis. The bar's over there.
Cool, let's do it.
That was 3 martinis, 1 each.
You were the boys getting ID'd at the bar, weren't you? Was it you?
Straight away, their attention is drawn to the commotion in the corner. Looks like a lot of fun.
Come on over.
I'm not, I'm sorry.
Come on over, it's fun.
Have you,
Yeah, come on over.
it's,
Yeah, Susie.
come on, they need to go over.
Invited to join in, Jess takes the marks over to the table so that everyone can get friendly.
Can I just say, I'm not actually betting anything now.
Posing as Jess's colleagues, they're all on a works night out.
Do you play? What do you play?
Poker, blackjack.
These guys seem up for a gamble, and that makes them the marks.
This might be my lucky night.
The lady luck won't be on their side in the smudge.
Take a card out. Take a card out.
Just take a card.
Anyone.
I'll take a card.
That one. Look at it. Don't let me see it. Okay.
To break the ice, Paul shows the guys a card trick.
All right, put it on top there.
Okay.
He's actually trying to find out if they're carrying cash and willing to put their money where their mouths
I
are.
don't see very well anyway, but I'll do it by touch.
Yeah.
Paul's trying to find the marks card.
The next card I turn over is your card.
Okay.
The mark thinks he's missed it, as it's already on the table.
And how much would you bet?
Well,
I'll bet 20. Without even looking at it.
I'm happy to match that.
20 quid.
Match that.
20 quid. Next card I turn over is your card. Fair enough?
Right, okay.
Fair enough?
If it is, happily have that money. But if it isn't,
All right.
taking that, right?
There you go. That's the next card I'm turning over.
Oh my God!
He's impressed.
There you go. There you go. Admit.
He's fallen for a simple card trick. But more importantly, he's shown he's willing to play for money. And that's exactly what the hustlers are looking for.
Do you want your money back?
Paul gives him another chance to win.
All you got to do is find that. It's called Find the Lady.
Find
Right?
it,
That's
right?
Queen.
So I've got to find it, yes.
Anybody. Actually, you want to play? You haven't put any money down.
Here we go.
Here's the idea. I'm going to mix these up like that. All you have to do is decide where the Queen is. All right?
Okay.
And you get the Queen.
Paul's going to play the classic 3-card Monty, also known as Find the Lady.
There you go. Where would you say it was?
I'd say it was there.
How much you bet? How much you bet?
It's over the far side.
It's not.
Don't lose your money.
I watched it, mate.
Jazz's role here is to be a rubbish gambler, and he's
I
good.
saw it. You think it's there? That's not it. Where do you
Turn that one over. Turn that one over. Dude, what is wrong with you?
Alex gets it right.
Mate, do me a favour. Lend him your glasses. I'm putting money down this time.
All right, move around. Okay. Okay. So you should know where it is. Anybody wants to bet? You want 20 quid? Where?
There.
On this one?
Yeah. No, I want this one. Don't try and check. No, this one.
I'm not sure.
This one.
All right, easy.
And Alex gets it right again. The marks can see how easy it is to win.
Okay, you have a shot.
I'm not
Have a shot.
playing. No.
Maybe the lady will be good at finding the
I
lady.
never get it right.
Just guess where it is. Oh, not for money. Not for money.
Oh, you should have put some money. Susie.
The marks are watching with interest, but they're not getting their money out yet. The hustlers make it look easy, but the marks are right to be wary, because this is a game you can never win.
You've bet twice now.
Whoa, cards everywhere.
But Jess is just about to convince them that they simply can't lose. The distraction has been staged to let Jess mark the Queen with a dab of lipstick. She then makes sure one of the marks knows all about it.
We'll pick them up. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm fine. Are they all there?
It may be a tiny smudge, but both marks can clearly see which card is marked.
How much?
Now knowing they're onto a sure thing, they go straight for their wallets.
I'll let you both go.
You can both put your money together.
A lot, but what's that? Is that a red one? Yeah, red one.
Right. I'll put 40 down on that one there.
Which one are you going on? You're going on that one?
There's now around 100 quid on the table. All their money is on the marked card.
As long as you go on one, I'll take all the money together. Right?
So
On that one.
we'll go on that
Which one? On that one.
Yeah.
That's all you got. Turn it over.
But it's a disaster. That's not the Queen.
I mean, that's clubs there.
They're stunned. And Paul's cleaned them out.
Well, look, I'll come back. We'll do it again. You've got any more money? If you want to get some more money, I'll give you a chance to win.
One by one, the hustlers leave the table.
That's unbelievable. I was 100% sure.
I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
The Marks try to work out what just happened to their beer money. Here's what they didn't see. Jess made sure the Marks saw her marking the Queen, making them think it was impossible to lose.
I put 40 down on that one there.
But by thinking they could hustle the hustlers, they were actually waving goodbye to all their cash.
Okay, sorry, you'll go. No.
Just before the crucial final hand, Alex distracted the Marks and Paul switched all 3 cards for a duplicate set from his pocket. The only difference was that now the losing 3 of clubs had a lipstick smudge on the back. Once this guy turned it over, Alex marked the remaining cards to make them think the lipstick had accidentally smeared across all 3, losing them all their money.
Alex and Paul are both busy casing the joint, looking for a potential mark. Pickpockets often like to work in pairs, with one looking for the target and the other doing the lift. Despite the amount of bags that are being left exposed in this station today, the boys are looking to lift a wallet. And all they need to perform this hit is a piece of newspaper and some chalk. This is known as the Phantom Wallet. For this hit to work, Alex must be able to identify a person who keeps their wallet in their back pocket. Alex has spotted someone patting his back pocket and moves in. Now it's Alex's job to make sure Paul knows who the target is and where the wallet is. And this is done with the age-old trick of using a bit of chalk. This man has now become the mark. This technique of using chalk to mark a target is where the term originated from. Alex has done his job, now it's Paul's turn. He spotted the mark and he knows that the wallet will be in his right pocket as Alex has placed the chalk deliberately on his right shoulder. Paul has to size up the shape of the wallet. The aim is to replace the mark's wallet with a piece of folded newspaper of the same size without him noticing. One bump is all it takes. If you missed it like the mark did, here it is again. No sooner has the wallet been taken from the mark's pocket, Paul deposits it in Alex's umbrella, and they both make a quick getaway. The mark now has a worthless piece of paper in his back pocket, but it still feels like he's got his wallet. And it's only when he tries to buy something that he finds out that he's been robbed.
Somebody pushed me. And then I thought I wanted some water, so I went to the shop to buy a bottle of water, and suddenly, when I went to pay for it, I hadn't got my wallet with me. I had just this piece of paper. At first I thought I had to drop it or something, but later I was thinking about everything. I realized maybe it was this guy who pushed me.
Alex and Paul in their latest venture, a computer shop offering amazing deals that are impossible to turn down. But there has to be a catch. This is the hardware hustle.
Do you like a computer upgrade? No?
They put up flyers offering laptop owners the fantastic offer of a free memory upgrade worth £60. It's an offer too good to be true, But what is the scam? Keep watching to find out. Our cameras are in place so you won't miss a thing. We've even got one tucked behind a two-way mirror. It's not long before they have their first customer.
Hi there. How are you doing?
Jess waits outside. She's the convincer. A satisfied customer who will subliminally convince the mark that the shop and staff are legitimate.
All the applications will open faster, operate a lot faster, so you can run a lot more things.
Yeah, if you want to go for 2 gig, we can give you a really good price on that as well.
Jess goes in to do her bit.
Let's give you the 512 upgrade for free, and we'll chuck in another gig for you. But we'll charge you half price, so for 60, you'll get a gig and a half, which will bring your computer up to 2 gigabytes RAM, which is huge.
Our victim doesn't need Jess's convincer. The boy's sales patter has got him to agree to pay £60 for some extra memory in addition to his free upgrade.
5 o'clock?
He is happy to leave his laptop to be fitted out, ready for collection at 5 o'clock.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers, good to meet you, Mike, and give us a call, yeah?
Yeah, perfect. Okay,
cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mike.
Bye.
And here comes the scam.
I think this is quite a nice one.
Yeah.
Just put it up. Put this one on display.
Our real hustlers have no intention of giving back any of the laptops that are left with them today.
Very nice.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, about 1,200.
Not bad for a day's work.
Yeah.
Instead, they are going to do a runner and their customers are going to have a nasty surprise in store when they return.
Smashing.
Another victim is drawn into the trap.
Hi there.
Hiya.
Afternoon, hiya.
I'm just coming to find out about the free upgrade.
Ah, yes, okay.
And you get a 512 megabyte upgrade for free. But if you're interested, we can give you a...
As Jess play acts with Alex, Paul persuades her to buy extra memory in addition to her free upgrade. She agrees, and that's another double whammy. She's lost her cash and her laptop.
Yeah, you want to take credit card? We'll take those. Thank you very much.
Okay, Jessica.
See you later.
I can have these for you, Jessica.
That's about $2,000.
Sweet. Can we display it as well? Put that one up there.
Put that one up here? We'll sell it for $1,200 that way. It's a bargain for them and it's an absolute bargain for us.
Trade is steady throughout the day. This customer joins the growing list of victims.
All right, great. Take care. Pleasure.
The phone. Yeah, we need the same phone.
All right.
It's time to go. The team clear out the shop and count their ill-gotten gains.
Right, how do we do?
That is about $8,000.
Right, let's clear everything out.
The real hustlers pack up the shop and clear out, leaving no trace. Half an hour later, the victims return one by one to pick up their laptops, only to discover an empty shop. It soon dawns on them they've been had. Lucky for them, although they don't know it yet, that they are going to get their laptops back. But what is their initial reaction to the scam?
They seem really nice. I knew what they were talking about. I went along, totally believed them.
They've taken my laptop and they've got £1,000 worth of goods, and it was obviously a bit of a scam.
I guess if an offer's too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. I'd go somewhere with a reputation next time.
They've gone with it now. They're out of here. And yeah, now I'm without a computer and made to look a little bit stupid in the process.
If you're handing something of value over to somebody else, make sure you get given a receipt with full contact details, and always have expensive items such as laptops insured.
Hello.
Hello.
The hustlers have come to a former bank vault to take on the ex-Commonwealth swimming champion who led Team GB out at the Beijing Olympics, the Man Mountain Mark Foster.
Nervous about today?
No.
Not breaking
Yeah.
it?
Interested, intrigued.
Okay, standard question we ask everyone, are you competitive?
Yes.
So you're going to make a real effort?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Lead the way.
So Mark's definitely up for the challenge.
Welcome to the vault.
It's time for Paul to explain what the hostlers have in store.
See, I asked if you were bricking it. This is real BBC gold. It's, as you can see, not quite a real thing, but there's a bit of weight in there. Definitely a bit of weight.
About the same weight of an average brick?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is kind of one of those physical and mental challenges. You have to pick up all 5 bricks simultaneously with one hand.
Okay. £10?
£10.
Used to being in at the deep end, Mark accepts the £10 bet.
Tenner.
Used pounds?
Yeah. You might as well say goodbye now.
Very used.
There you go. Remember, I have to do it, or you get your tenner back.
Okay. So there is a way of doing it. You're going to show me at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's game on. Can he lift all 5 bricks with just one hand?
Wow.
That one's not going to work.
Not like that.
You're getting ready to catch that one?
I'm getting ready to catch these. Yeah.
They were quite heavy, actually.
Oh my.
It's looking good. Have the hostlers met their match?
Maybe the first person to do it without them falling like that. Yeah, that other hand's coming in here.
Close one.
We've been trying it.
One more go at that.
He goes again. This man doesn't know when he's beat him. Is piling them high the answer? No.
That could have cost you dear there, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we giving up?
Finally, he admits defeat. But to win the bet, Paul needs to succeed when Mark has failed.
For £10.
Yeah, go on.
All right, here we go.
Can he do it?
That's it. And you lift them all up like that.
Paul makes it look easy.
Do you want to hit someone?
And that's because, once you know how, it is. Paul carefully stacked the 5 bricks so that there was an opening down the middle. He could then reach down and use the one on the bottom as a handle to lift the whole stack off the table. So Mark loses his tenner.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
We're going to go and spend your tenner.
That's another celebrity hustled.
Simple when you know how.
This is Porto Venus on the Spanish Costa del Sol, playground of the jet set and the super rich. But wherever there's this much money, you can be sure to find hustlers and con artists sniffing around for a piece of the action. Presenting Paul as the agent, Alex as the footballer, Jess as the wag, and this guy as the mark in the boat hire scam. Paul's here for phase 1, the hook. He's come for an appointment to see a man about a boat.
Hey John, how are you?
This is John, who works for a yacht hire company.
This is perfect. I hope.
Paul likes the look of John's boat, but he's not thinking of hiring it for himself.
Yeah, we got these clients. This guy's a bit of a nightmare, just so you know. He's a footballer. He needs to go out Tuesday, and what we had laid up for him is, well, it's tanked, frankly. So he's going to come up here, have a look around. If he's happy with it, just go ahead.
So Paul's client wants to hire a yacht, but the boat he had lined up has broken down. This could be the ideal replacement.
He's going to give you a check today.
Yeah.
He'll pay you guys directly. I'll come back and make sure everything's okay. I'm going to leave him with you if that's okay. You mind? He's kind of all flash and all cash, so you know, if you can put up with it for half an hour.
All flash and all cash. That must be rich footballer Alex. Here he comes with his glamorous girlfriend Jess for phase 2, the bait.
It's funny because, you know, good.
Ian,
John.
Now that everyone's here, the scam's full steam ahead.
So, what do you think?
It looks great. Can we have a look around?
Absolutely. If you don't mind, I'm going to leave you to it. And, hopefully I'll catch you before you're done. All right, thanks very much for coming out.
No
really
worries.
appreciate your help.
Paul leaves Alex and Jess with the Mark. He's going to give them the grand tour of the yacht. If it all goes to plan, Paul will be back later to seal the deal.
Good job I didn't wear my heels today, isn't it, Ian? Thank you.
Nice.
Wow.
I'll let you on board, I'll show you then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's slightly bigger than the one we had last year.
Already impressed, they head downstairs to inspect the 3 luxurious cabins and ensuite bathrooms.
Yeah.
And then complete the tour on the upper deck.
So you planning to have it for the day?
Yeah, I think it's next Tuesday. Yeah, start for one day. We're sold. Yeah.
That was easy.
What are you not going to like, you know?
It's just what this rich young couple is after. All that's left to do is to pay for the day's hire.
Can you spell that for me?
Just as Paul promised, Alex makes out a cheque. It's for a whopping £4,000. Everyone's happy with the deal.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Especially John, who's just made his company £4,000 in the space of 10 minutes. Sounds almost too good to be true. Here comes Paul for the final part of the scam. The catch. So far, everything the hustlers have done is to convince the Mark they're genuine customers. But they're not remotely interested in having a day out at sea. They're fishing for what's in the Mark's wallet.
Hey, John. What'd they say? They're happy?
Of course, it's the financial side of the arrangement that Paul's really interested in.
How much did he pay you?
4,000 on check.
You're kidding.
Is that right or wrong?
What an idiot. It's not right, actually. He's supposed to pay you guys 3,500.
And 5 to you.
And 500 to me.
Alex's cheque was for too much money and included the £500 commission that should have gone to Paul.
If it's not right, then it's not right.
Well, do you want to
suggest?
This is the crucial moment. Can Paul extract any money from the Mark?
Do you have any pounds? I mean, do you want to...
No, I've got nothing.
Doesn't sound good. Has this scam run aground?
Got 700 euros.
Bingo. The Mark remembers he has a big wad of euros.
Oh, what's 500 pounds in euros? Let's check that.
And Paul helpfully calculates the exchange rate into pounds.
So 500 pounds is 620 euros or something like that. Well, do you have 600 euros there? Is that your float?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I'll cover the 20.
Wanting to do what's right and thinking that he's covered by Alex's cheque, the Mark happily hands over 600 euros in cash.
All right, well, that's good. So that's a good deal. So he's taking it for Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's paid you.
So it seems like everyone's a winner. Paul's got 600 euros in his pocket, and the Mark has a cheque for £4,000. But there's one crucial difference. The euros are real. But of course the cheque isn't worth the paper it's written on. The Mark's just fallen for one of the oldest tricks in the book. He's paid out money against a cheque that will bounce the second he tries to cash it.
Earlier today, Jennifer Metcalf helped the hustlers rope in this Mark in an upmarket hotel foyer. She thinks they're part of a work syndicate who've won a lot of money on the lottery. But silly Jennifer has written her name on the back of the ticket when she was ineligible to claim the winnings.
You've cost us, not hundreds, but thousands. You know that, don't you?
The Mark thinks that Jennifer shares the same surname and initial as her.
You give the ticket and they give you a certificate that you've won.
She's agreed to claim the money for the syndicate for a handsome fee of £500 and their eternal gratitude in The Syndicate Part 2. The Mark and her friend are on their way to the restaurant where Alex, Jennifer and the rest of the syndicate work. They go inside to find some familiar faces. And a new one. It belongs to Paul, the restaurant owner and final member of the lottery syndicate.
So Ian has told me a little bit about this. He met you guys Yesterday or?
Earlier on this morning.
This morning?
It was actually this afternoon, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
So he just met you guys?
Thank you.
And your name is? It's amazing. Did he explain to you what's happened?
There you go, Gemma.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
I was just, thank you. I would like to know a little bit more.
Yeah, I need to know a little bit more as well, to be honest. But it's,
Paul seems more cautious than the rest of the syndicate, but he is willing to show the Mark what they've all come here to talk about.
That's our ticket.
And the draw date, you can see on the top, and you should check the numbers as well.
It's the winning ticket. Alex lets her check the numbers on the National Lottery website.
It does.
So
it does, doesn't it? I mean, I'm so terrified you're going to look at it and say, no, you know what, you've got this wrong.
You've missed a number.
You've won a tenner.
Sure enough, those are the winning numbers. 5 numbers and the bonus equals a whopping great amount of money.
It's £131,000.
That's a lot of money.
What Ian suggested to me is that I give you some money to go and claim it. A couple £100 and you go and claim it. My problem is they're not going to make the check out to G Kramer. They're going to make it out to your name, and we're depending on you giving us that check in return for 500 quid or something. I mean, you know. And I'm a little concerned about that, to be honest. It's not that I don't trust you. It really isn't I don't trust you. I just don't know you. I'm sorry, I really am.
Paul's concerned about letting a complete stranger claim their winnings and then having to trust her to hand the money over. They'd have no legal comeback if she just decided to keep it.
You know, that 132 grand will go into your account. Then it's going to be up to you to pay everybody else. So I can kind of understand where Rob's coming from. There's no other way of doing this because you can't claim it because they will initially check if you were in the country or not. You know, it's the only way out, really.
But if they can't trust the Mark to hand over their winnings, they could all end up leaving here empty-handed. Paul has an idea.
So here's what I'm suggesting. We've got a syndicate form, which we've all signed. If we make up another one with your name on it, date it for last week, would you be willing to claim it and be part of the 5-part syndicate, and we'll let you take a fifth of it?
So just splitting it 4 ways, now splitting it 5?
Absolutely. Would you be happy to do that?
Anything. That's a silly mistake.
It's well done you.
So Paul wants to make the Mark an official member of the group. They'd all sign a new syndicate agreement that would mean they split all winnings equally between them. There's just one tiny catch.
To make me feel better and also to give us a little bit of security, if I give you that ticket, I do want you to pick something up for it.
What are you expecting me to put up for it?
2,000?
The Mark must first buy into the syndicate for £2,000. She'll then be able to claim the winnings from the ticket and keep 1/5 for herself.
It's 26,500 each if you split it 5 ways.
But will the Mark stump up the £2,000? In fact, does she even have access to that much money?
Can you put together 2,000? Do you have that in your bank?
Well, I personally don't.
That's not what the hustlers want to hear.
Why don't you get what you can?
Yeah.
Let us see what you've got, and you know, at 1,500. I mean,
if you want me to go and do this,
yeah. Why don't you put your
with
name
the
in there
girls,
just now?
Then why don't you put your name there?
Before the Mark goes off to the bank, the hustlers give her the new syndicate form to sign. But will it all be for nothing?
I'll fill it in. You guys go to the bank. Get back here as fast as you can.
She's still not convinced, but she goes off with her friend to see how much cash she can get together at short notice.
Coming up. Did you get to the bank okay? Did it all work out? Okay. Now how much do you have for me?
I have to count it out.
Let me count it out for you. I'll do that.
The Mark has decided to go for the deal. She hands over the cash.
I just can't believe I'm spending a lot of money now.
I know. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it right in the safe. It won't go anywhere.
So how much has she managed to get her hands on?
4, 5. All right, well, that is That is £1,700. All right.
There's just one thing left to do, and that's to take the ticket to a newsagent. Have it scanned by the lottery till and receive a winner's printout which she can use to claim a cheque of the winnings.
All right, okay, I'll get this in the safe.
Alex and Jess take the mark to a nearby shop with the lottery machine. The mark is carrying the ticket that she thinks is worth £130,000. And a big chunk of that money should be coming her way.
Because it's quite a small shop, I'll come in with you. I can go, why don't you guys wait outside?
Alex takes the mark into the newsagents. Unfortunately, there's someone at the till, so they'll have to wait till she's finished. Actually, it's Polly, who's making sure to keep her back to the mark at all times so she doesn't get recognised.
I've got to take it.
Alex has to take a phone call, leaving the mark and her ticket. He sends in the mark's friend.
She wanted to just have a quick word with you, actually. She's just inside. Yeah.
The mark's friend turning up is Polly's cue to leave. It means the hustlers can disappear into the night long before that ticket gets anywhere near the lottery machine. The ticket is scanned by the newsagent. It may have the real winning numbers, but it's definitely not a real lottery ticket. In fact, the hustlers printed it themselves using blank lottery paper. The mark's been told her ticket isn't a winner. In fact, it doesn't even have a proper barcode on it. She goes out to find her fellow Syndicate members, but they're long gone, along with all her money.
Some just ran off with all of our money. I checked it with them and on the website and everything. It said all the numbers, it said the date and everything. We're convinced that we was gonna get all this money back, and obviously, like, it's got my name on the back and everything. Well, my last name. Asked the woman to check it over, and she said it's not a winning ticket, and I asked her to check it again, and she said it's not.
I really didn't think the girls would go for it. I just think I probably wouldn't. But when you're in that situation, you really don't know. Each step I thought, nah, they're not going to buy it, they're not going to buy it. And each step, they just kept on buying it. Gemma had started thinking of dreams and already spending the money, and it made me feel really bad.
This is one of those situations where it all seems a little bit too convenient. A winning lottery ticket belonging to someone with exactly the same name and initials?
A lottery ticket is just a piece of paper. So when someone asks you to hand over your hard-earned money for it, you should stop and think. You're probably dealing with scammers trying to find a mark. And if you're not careful, it could be you.